The hardest part to go through this change is within you, is to deal with yourself. We are in the middle of a big crisis. We're in the middle of a brave change, a great change. I'm not just not inventing that. Just pick up your hat from your cellular phone and look around, and you will see the world is changing, and very fast. Everything around you is changing. There is a complete change of energy. There's a transformation of this energy, of your energy. That is the quantum leap. That is the change in this quantum field that we are feeling. You're starting to see things in a different way, to think things in a different way. You're starting to question yourself about these things. One of the most important parts of this jump, of your jump, is to accept it, is to believe in it, is to talk with the quantum field. You are the only one that can do that with yourself. You're the only one that can drive your body. You're the only one that can talk to your soul. You're the only one with a cosmic conscience. That conscience that will change and will transform you into who you came here to be. Namaskar, my friends. This is Devadatta from Dallas. Welcome to another session of Mystic Meditations. You're not the only one that's changing. So don't feel different. Don't feel I'm strange, I'm weird. No, you're not different in that way. You're different in a very good way. And I confess, different is good. It's really, really good. I feel different. I would feel very, very depressed if I would feel the same as everybody else. We're jumping into a universal quantum leap, a change of evolution that has already started, that has already changed our lives. It's a new vision of life, an evolution in humanity, in love, in empathy, in our relation with the future, with nature, with the planet. We're starting to see things in a very different way. It's like a going back where we belong. It's like a going back to an old life that we already had forgotten about. A life that is deep in our consciousness. And maybe you're going through a physical pain, physical discomfort, through a mental and emotional change. But that's good. That means that you're cleansing yourself. Maybe you feel strange. Something is like not clicking well, but let me tell you, something is clicking very well. And it's like you're starting to manage time in a different way, in a good way. Time is as long as you need it to be, and time is as short as you need it to be. See, those paradigms that we had before, they don't exist anymore. But all these changes happen to you if you want them to happen to you. So we're going to go through a process of healing, a process of cleansing. And you want to find a lot to clean. You must find everything you can to clean. There are kind of two important facts in this changing, in this sleep, that you really wanted, that you really desired with your heart, with all your heart, with dedication, with determination. So for once and for all, quit the old rules, the old paradigms of obligation, of blind rules that we were so used to follow. Because if you change your paradigms, you change the way you think, and you change the way you see life, you change the way you see things, you change your life. And when you change this way of looking at things and at the world and those things will change for you. It's like a double cycle. And sometimes when things go wrong, you blame it to God and you blame it to life, isn't it? Don't you? But when things go wrong, it's because actually you got very far away of yourself. You got far away from God. You got far away from the universe. You got far away from the matrix. You got far away from yourself, from your soul. And that is the energy that it is everything. We lose connection with ourselves. We lose connection with that source, with that energy. So that is exactly what's going on now. We are recovering that connection. And also, we are ending this transition of the third dimension in this chaotic momentum of the fourth, preparing us for the fifth. We already finished whatever we had to do and whatever we came to do in this dimension, this third dimension. This cycle of opposite and hard moment and duality and black and white and tomorrow and yesterday is changing, it's disappearing. It's up to you, but it's just disappearing. It's up to you to see it, to feel it, to enjoy it, to experience it. It's like you're starting to develop this ability, this sense to carry your presence, your present time, and co-create at the same time your future. It's a whole line. It's not divided anymore. There's no duality anymore. Because if you live your present in a constant presence, in a constant present, you will be okay. And everything in your life will be smoother. And everything in your life will open in your way. Everything that you need in your life will open in your way. And let's start stopping of getting so influenced by the imagination, by what's going to happen tomorrow, what happened yesterday. Because your mind can be your worst enemy. And that's why most of the people suffer, not because of the events in their lives, but because of what they think about these events in their lives. What happened more than 30 years, and what will happen tomorrow or in the next month. You see, in a way, if you sit down and close your eyes and think, but this is really silly. How can I be worrying and suffering for my divorce that happened 15 years ago, or for that person that died, or whatever happened 20 years ago? I cannot even hang myself into that episode of my life. It doesn't exist. It's air, it's nothing. is nothingness. It's up to you to make that event in your life something physical that you can still feel it so you can suffer. Or you can suffer for something that hasn't even been created yet. I'm afraid of what will happen in 2 months. How can I be afraid of something that doesn't even exist? We are clinging to things that they don't exist, they don't happen. But if you live your present in a continued presence, you don't suffer. You're always there in the middle. Without suffering, opening your heart, connecting with the quantum field, connecting with God, connecting with your future. Because most of our suffering is about the loss of this control of life, the lack of control of life. So stop trying to control your life. Open yourself to your life. Fly with your life. Fly with your energy field, or that energy field that surrounds you. Feel it. Did you know that St. Thomas, in one of his versicles, actually the versicle 106, he says, when you put together thought and emotion in one, you can order the mountain move on, and the mountain will move on. So you see, this that maybe we didn't understand before is very clear, it's very quantic, it's there. It's up to me to get that mountain to move. It's up to me to walk on water. This is already a quantum emotion, a quantum thinking, thought, that gives you the power of your word. Your word is unbelievably strong, powerful. When you ask to the divine matrix, you must do it in its language. I cannot ask for something, I want this job, maybe they don't give me the job. No. Make up your mind. Or you're asking for your job, or this job because you like it and you feel capable of this job, or you just sit at home saying they're not going to give me the job. Because the matrix and this field of energy doesn't get that message. The only message, and actually this is so wonderful because the only message that it gets is the abundance message. Is the they're having a lot. They have been very happy, been very rich. Everything in a lot, in abundance. Speak from your heart. I feel this. I feel it as if I already got it. I feel it because I'm driving my new car. I'm feeling it because I'm walking in this city. Whatever it is that you want, feel it. Send that message with your heart. Send that message really with a feeling of abundance, with a feeling of gratitude, with a feeling of enjoying it already, with a feeling of happiness. Because your heart has kind of some electric waves, some magnetic waves, and these magnetic waves will be recognized by this magnetic field. And believe me, we are already in that point of not returning, of no return. In our evolution, we're already, I myself, I can't go back and start feeling like I felt like 2 years ago. No, I can't. There's so many new things in my life, in my energy, that would be like a waste of my life, of my co-future. We're entering directly now into this dimension of very, very high spheres, of high powers, of high feelings, of high sensations. It's like we're going back to that divine matrix, to that divine source. We're going back to God, in a way, if you want. And with all this that's been happening for the last 2 years, 3 years in the world, the pandemic, I don't think it was an accident. The imposition of this new energy field, the 5G energy, neither. These two new Holocaust events, as I call them, they have served us to, hey, stop, let's think, what's going on here? I don't want to continue like this. This has been a wake-up call. It has served us to get rid of that ego, to get rid of that duality, to get rid of our past. That doesn't help me anymore, doesn't serve me any longer. So we have two options here. Or you fall back under the cloak of fear and dependency that all these rulings and all this, the government or these corporations, whoever, they want you to have. Because fear, believe me, is the best weapon, it's a mortal weapon. Or you can start trusting yourself. You can start having faith in yourself. You are very powerful, believe me. And for all this, we are going through this cleansing, through this suffering period. This is we're going through from the third dimension to the fifth, through the fourth. It's a parenthesis, and in this parenthesis is all this chaos that we're living right now, today. It's chaotic. The phones don't work. The phones work badly. The internet is each day's worth. You feel sick because everything is influencing in your body, in your daily activity. It's like this fourth dimension is emptiness. And in this emptiness, we are finding the space of renovation, of this resurrection. And that's why you're healing much of your body, much of your being, your past, your pain, your suffering, your resentment, everything. I don't want that anymore. It's because you're starting to remember that infinite, holy part, that sacred part of yours. Namaskar, my friends. This is Devadatta from Dallas. Infinite love to all of you.